Okay, hello everyone. My name is Laquan Williams, and today I'm going to be talking about the backdoor pilot episode that happened on Black Lightning last night, which was Painkiller. Season 4 is the final season of Black Lightning, Episode 7. Painkiller is the title of the episode. It's the backdoor pilot for Jordan Payne, aka Khalil Payne, played by actor Jordan Calloway, if I'm not mistaken. He on the show. So this is the first episode that we saw for him for his backdoor pilot, and this is also the first episode that he's been in this last final season for Black Lightning. There's 13 episodes. This was the 7th episode, so there's 6 left for the final season. Most of the cast was not in the episode except for Grace and Anessa, which is the oldest daughter of Black Lightning. They were on vacation and they were having a good time on their honeymoon. They just got married together, and they were just trying to have some fun. And the next thing you know, they got into a big, huge ordeal or slash problem. And Khalil was already obviously there, living here in this place called the Akasic Valleys. Kasich Valley. It's this big, huge, nice neon type of place, type of environment, city. It kind of looks like Dubai, kind of mixed in with Japan, something like that. It's very cool. It's very nice, but that nice tech-oriented city. It seems something obviously very futuristic as what with the advanced technology. But like I said, Japan and India, they have very good obviously technology and resources obviously. So it's a mixture of that. We saw Khalil living here for a year, and he's been doing this with he was by himself, but he ran into a couple people that he has joined forces with to help him out. One guy is a tech guy. He's also runs the bar that Cleo bought to help him out. That's one guy. He's Asian, and he helps him out with the tech and operative information with not operative. Well, yeah, slash to get weapons and stuff. So he's in charge of that, kind of like how Gambi is in charge of hacking and stuff and being the tech guy and the surveillance guy for Black Lightning. Khalil has his own guy. He also has another guy who helps him with healing himself. He's making medicine and stuff. This guy used to be in the Navy. He used to be a medic, so he knows all about healing people and helping people out. So he does medicine. So he has 2 people working with him in small operation, but it's kind of big what they're doing. They're trying to take down this lady named Maya. Apparently, she's the daughter of Odell, the lead guy who's part of the ASA, the shadow government type of figure organization that was in Freeland for Black Lightning for a couple of seasons. They're no longer there, and he's not there. I don't know if he's going to make an appearance towards the end of the season, which is the last season of Black Lightning. We'll see what happens with that. So his daughter Maya is just like him. She's bad, evil, kidnaps people, tortures them, works on them, puts them in deep sleep type of dream states, and puts them in type of mind control setting. So she's doing that, and she's hurting people. So basically, Khalil found them because he was running surveillance on the bar. So the bar that they own, these 2 guys were working for my operation. They kidnapped Grace. They gave her some type of a tranquilizer dart gun and knocked her out. Kidnapped her after they took a picture of her brains. This guy's camera is like an ultra sophisticated camera. It's able to take a picture of your brain. He looked like a photographer. They thought it was just a picture, but he actually took a picture, and he was able to see her brain and how unique it is, because Grace is a metahuman and a shapeshifter. So after that happens, he grabbed her with his associates, put her in a van, drove off. Anessa joined in to intervene to help her escape. She was too late. Grace got kidnapped, and they took her. Khalil came in as Painkiller, and obviously his alter ego that's inside his brain, who he's having trouble trying to control. He helped her out, and then he took the guys out, knocked them out, killed one of them, and then after that he choked Anessa out with his obviously his powers slash painkiller type of medicine that he has to inject people with to knock them out and also kill them. So that's what happened with that. Later on down the line, we saw that he was having issues agreeing with Painkiller, obviously his alter ego, and his that's inside his head. He says, just let me out, let me do what I want to kill people. And he obviously wanted to kill Nessa because he has a programmed kill order in his head to do that. So he's having trouble controlling that. But for the last year, Khalil has been able to do that with the help of his friends, helping him, giving him medicine and meditation techniques to keep Painkiller in his head from taking over Khalil's body and basically forcing him to obviously become the killing machine that he is. It's just like the Winter Soldier, basically. Bucky Barnes is no longer doing that, so his commands and all that stuff that they used on Painkiller, they don't work anymore. He obviously, but it's still an issue because Painkiller is still inside his mind. Bucky Barnes, when he was the Winter Soldier, didn't have any the Winter Soldier was his alter ego, but he wasn't fighting with him. He wasn't really fighting with himself. He was more or less fighting against other people. But eventually, he obviously has come to the terms to fight with himself, as you can see on the Winter Soldier and the Falcon, which I've been talking about and doing reviews on for the last 4 or 5 weeks now, which obviously the episodes are at 5 now. So it was a great show. It was a great episode. I really liked it. Khalil was talking to Anessa. He told Anessa, "Don't worry, Grace." Him and Anessa had a disagreement. He said Grace can take care of herself. She's pretty smart and strong. But she told him, "You need to do something to help her. I can't do anything because you obviously paralyzed me by choking me out with your hand and using the painkiller drug on her to knock her out, kind of like green light or Mirakuru. It affects you, so you're very groggy, you're knocked out." So something like that, which is obviously around all the CW shows, those types of drugs and narcotics that hurt people. So that's what happened. Eventually, he agreed to go help find Grace, and he did that. He found some big, nice, fancy office place / warehouse where Maya, the villain, she's obviously the daughter of Odell, the head of the ASA. She was basically making sure that these people that she kidnapped and grabbed stay in a vegetative, dream state, kind of like the Matrix. They're plugged into machines and computers, and they're basically controlling their minds and keeping them in a dream state and using like type of a crypto, some type of, I don't know, it has something to do with cryptocurrency. I don't know if they're robbing these people as well and also using them to forge and to use their mind for data purposes to see how they can be useful to them. But obviously it's some type of mind cult. That's what this organization is for Maya. What she runs, there's no name for it yet, but we'll see what happens with that. I was surprised that they revealed and they showed us that Odell is alive and he's still breathing, hooked up to a ventilation system. He was still sitting down in his chair with his hands folded, say hi to his daughter, who is Maya, the bad guy in this episode. And this is obviously, like I said, the backdoor pilot to Painkiller, the show. This was the introduction. It's going to be happening this summer, probably I'd say September, maybe. So we'll see what happens with that. Other characters from Black Lightning will be on the show to obviously add more to the show. Anessa and her wife Grace will be on the show more often, so it looks like they'll be helping Khalil out. So that's what's taking place. I don't know how long, if they're going to be on every episode, but the fact of the matter is that they're on vacation down there and on their honeymoon, and this was supposed to be a regular thing. And the next thing you know, it turns into a kidnapping mission and a fight. So, and it's a big, huge operation / organization that they're going up against. So we'll see what happens with that. It was the episode was Khalil meditating and figuring out ways to keep Painkiller on lockdown, and him having a back and forth argument with him because he's fighting with himself. It's a struggle and a fight against yourself is what this whole entire episode, and obviously what Painkiller is about anyway, is obviously with the ordeal, him and his mind fighting himself, and you see it too again, fighting Painkiller, his alter ego, his the bad side of him that he wants to throw away. And he told him, he's like, "Oh, I'll help you so we can get back together." But it's looking like Khalil doesn't want that. He wants to get rid of Painkiller so he doesn't have to worry about him anymore and move on with his life. He's lying to him, obviously, because Painkiller's alter ego is going through different moods and obviously anger with variation. He's saying, I just want to be free. But Cleo does not want him and Painkiller to be one person anymore. Actually, excuse me, not anymore at all. He wants him to be gone, so he doesn't have that instant switch of if he sees anybody from Black Lightning's family, he goes into Killer Instinct mode, which is a rage mode that he was programmed within his mind. He needs to get rid of obviously Painkiller in order to do that. So that he's using medicines, technology, reading, breathing, meditation therapy, obviously options and actions to do that. And his, like I said, his two friends that he has found and added to his operation are helping him doing that. So that's what's going on right now. So this was on Gizmodo.com. This is the article, and it shows what the city looks like in the Akashic Valley. Very nice, like I said, very tech oriented, futuristic. This is the guy that's helping him heal. He is the former military medic in the army, I think, or was it the Marines. He's the one who helps him out, and then his tech guy is in here. This is Maya, who she is, the bad guy, the slash villain. And this is his guy talking to Anessa in her chair. In the chair where she was obviously waking up from obviously being knocked out by the drug, which Painkiller obviously is. So this is a lot to read, so I'm not going to read through all of this. Probably actually not going to read through it at all. Gizmodo has an article here talking about it, but it contains spoilers. See, this is kind of shorter. So I actually will probably not read this either. Actually, let me see. This is shorter. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna read this either. So I just wanted to go over this and explain it, but I'll put the articles in. But this is basically saying Black Lightning gives us a Painkiller. A glimpse of the Painkiller spinoff, and we want more. Black Lightning's backdoor pilot for a Painkiller spinoff proves this world has many more stories to tell, and it does. Obviously, Grace and Anessa are apparently supposed to get their own show as well, a spinoff. I don't know if this is going to be a way for them to help for them to get in the door, because they're on his show. I don't know if that's going to happen. That's something that's been talked about a little bit, because based off the comic book situation. But it's obviously way more different than Black Lightning. It's a little more dark and moodier, and more violence is involved, because Khalil is obviously a super soldier type of anti-hero who's trying not to be a villain anymore. We'll see what happens. It's very interesting to see. But it's been very fun. The show was cool. I love the episode. I enjoyed it. We'll see what happens with that. Other changes to CW shows that are taking place are apparently a new Green Arrow supposed to be coming out. Somebody's playing him who's not going to be Stephen Amell. I was trying to see if it's going to be the futuristic Connor Hawke, which is John Diggle's son, playing him like they had in the 6th season, I believe. They showed in the future. I don't know if that's going to take place, but that's another CW show. The final seasons for the CW shows right now are Black Lightning and Supergirl. We'll see what happens with that. Green Arrow just ended. The Supernatural just ended. We'll see what happens with that. And they just picked up obviously other shows like Stargirl, and they had another season for Batwoman and DC Legends and The Flash. So we'll see what happens with that. And the new show Superman and Lois, which is in its first season. It's got 5 episodes out so far. They're currently on hiatus because of a COVID-19 scare for production. For production, that took place. This is a production issue / problem because they were 2 staff / production crew members, so they're on hiatus right now. They obviously already got renewed for a 2nd season, so we'll see what happens with that. But that's basically it. All I wanted to talk about in regards to this. It was a fun episode, and very cool, and a very good preview into what we can see for Khalil playing playing Painkiller in the future, and obviously what we can see take place with obviously the show. It's very cool. I don't know if he's going to stay only in this setting. He probably will, because city's very big, and this Mai character has a big, huge stranglehold against the whole city. So we'll see what happens with that. It was a very fun episode, and very interesting, I would say, setting, how it's different. Hopefully Black Lightning and the new Jennifer Pierce, the actor that's replacing the other one, if she's going to be in the episode, any episodes as well. Also, if Black Lightning will be in any episodes to see, to talk to Khalil, obviously we'll see. But it was very fun. I had no problem with it. It was cool. It's just we'll see what happens, obviously. At how many episodes it's getting and whatnot, and when it's coming out this summer. Obviously, and if Grace and Anessa are going to be teaming up to help Khalil and their based off of their involvement now with the situation. So that's all I have to say about this. In regards to the Black Lightning episode that came on last night, which was season 4, episode 7, titled Painkiller, which was the backdoor pilot introduction episode into Khalil Payne, who is getting his own spin-off show. Obviously, the character's name is Khalil Payne. This is the actor, Jordan Calloway, who plays him on the show. And we'll see what happens with that. That's all I have to say about this. If you watch the show, let me know. If you haven't seen the episodes yet, let me know if you haven't seen any, but you want to. They're on Netflix. The first 3 seasons, all 3 seasons except the 4th one, which they're currently in, which is the last one. I just bought all of them on DVD on Amazon. I think it's on Blu-ray. Yeah, they're on Blu-ray. I think I got them on Blu-ray. I'm gonna get the 4th one when it comes out soon, and we'll see what happens with that when it ends. Thank you. I wanted to get them just to make sure, because when I take things off Netflix, you can't get it back. So I bought the DVDs instead. That's all I have to say again for this episode. Obviously, in my review, it was very fun, very entertaining. They were on a 3-4 week hiatus for some reason. I don't know why, but I guess they wanted to give it time to let Painkiller sink in, because this is obviously way different, because we're transitioning from what happened in Freeland to they're in a different setting. Khalil's by himself and he has his people with him. Now it's a different city, a different world too. They traveled across the world to go on vacation. Anessa and Grace, and Khalil's there, and he's obviously living there in the Kasich Valley, and he popped up. He popped up to them, but he was obviously already there. So he's been there for the past year now. So we'll see what happens with that. Thank you again for watching. That's all I have to say about this. Bye. Thank you.